She said it so casually I almost didn't hear her, like she was reading the weather. "We're gifting the house to my brother as a graduation present." A pause. "And you're not invited to the party." The room didn't spin, I didn't shout, I didn't even flinch. I just watched her adjust the silver pendant I bought her, the one she said made her feel safe. Her fingers trembled when she touched it. That was the first tell. Her brother walked past the dining room with a smile rehearsed too many times. Her parents avoided my eyes completely. Something had already happened. Something I wasn't supposed to notice. I felt my phone buzz in my pocket. My lawyer's name lit up the screen. I excused myself, calm, polite, walked into the hallway where the walls finally stopped pretending to be warm. "You want to tell them?" I whispered, "or should I?" He exhaled slowly, like a man holding a loaded truth. "Either way," he said, "it'll be over soon." The call ended, and for a brief, wicked moment I wondered how long they'd been planning this. The mortgage I paid, the family home I restored, the false gratitude. I stood there, feeling the quiet of the house I bought them settle around me like a verdict. Something was coming, something they didn't see, not yet, but they would. It started 3 weeks earlier. A single document left on the kitchen counter. A refinance pre-approval form. My name missing, her brother's name listed as future property heir. At first, I thought it was a mistake, a clerical error, something trivial. But her face gave her away. That slight widening of the eyes when she realized I'd seen it. Then the too quick smile. The overly light tone. "Oh, that? Just my dad doing paperwork. Don't worry about it." But I did, because she never touched paperwork. Never involved herself in family business unless there was something to gain. Then came the delayed texts, the whispered late-night calls in the guest bathroom, her sudden interest in her brother's future, and the exaggerated compliments she showered him with. Smart, dedicated, he deserves more. He's the real success story. He's the one who needs help. I kept my responses short, measured, controlled. Inside, suspicion curled tight around my ribcage like a fist. I watched her switch from guilt to entitlement with frightening ease. Then one night she slipped. "Don't worry, after graduation, everything will finally be his. Like it should be. His, not hers, not ours. His." A truth surfaced then, heavy, sour, undeniable. She wasn't giving him a gift. She was giving him my money, my investment, my generosity. And for reasons I couldn't yet name, she needed it done before I could stop her. I went quiet, very quiet. And that silence told her I knew. I didn't confront her, I observed, as I always do. I pulled bank statements, tracked property transfers, checked county filings. What I found scraped the inside of my chest raw. Her parents had already initiated a gratuitous transfer request. Her brother pre-signed acceptance documents. And my wife, my partner, had notarized the preliminary paperwork. The house I paid off was already halfway out of my hands. Then came the investments. Stock transfers from our joint portfolio into a private account, hers. Not many, not enough to alert the bank, but consistent, strategic, calculated. And every transaction aligned with one date, her brother's graduation. She wasn't just gifting him the house, she was funneling assets, preparing for a separation, a clean break, from me. The law firm I ran, the real estate portfolios I built, the stocks I hedged, she knew where the shadows were. She knew where I kept vulnerabilities, and she was using them. I should have felt rage. Instead, I felt something colder. Relief. Because betrayal clarifies everything. I requested the title history from my lawyer, reviewed investment trails, gathered the kind of evidence that makes a courtroom go silent. All while kissing her cheek every morning, holding her hand at family dinners, listening to her lie with the softness of a lullaby. I became the man she assumed was too distracted to notice. And that made the final hit inevitable. 3 days before graduation, the final report arrived. The house wasn't just being gifted, it was being leveraged, collateralized, used to backstop her brother's startup, an unregistered investment group already bleeding money. She wasn't helping him, she was covering for him. My money wasn't generosity to her, it was a life raft, a silent bailout. I printed the documents, placed them in a plain black folder, and handed it to her while she pretended to arrange centerpieces for the graduation party I wasn't invited to. "What's this?" she asked. I didn't answer. She opened the folder. Her breath stuttered. Color drained from her face. Her hands shook the same way they did the day she told me I wasn't welcome. Where did you get?" I looked at her, just looked, and she broke. "I was going to tell you," she whispered. "The oldest lie in the world." I didn't shout, I didn't accuse, I placed a second folder on the table. A revocation of the mortgage payment, legally permitted due to fraudulent intent. A lien filed against the property. A motion freezing all joint accounts pending investigation. Her brother's big day would be held in a house now legally untouchable. And every asset she hid? Frozen. My lawyer stepped into the room like a shadow. "Should I explain?" he asked, "or do you want the honor?" I nodded. He spoke. She didn't. Her world collapsed as silently as she built it. 3 days later, her brother's graduation party was canceled. Not postponed, not relocated, canceled. The house was under legal hold, investigations underway, her family scrambling. She tried calling me. I let the calls die. The strange part? I felt nothing. No triumph, no heartbreak, just a widening calm, like stepping out of a burning room. She had tried to gut my life quietly. I ended hers the same way. Not with cruelty, with truth. The final document I sent her was simple. I don't retaliate. I reveal. She hasn't replied. Good. Some endings don't need noise, just closure. And mine arrived the moment I walked away without looking back.